What's up, fam? I know that it's been a little while since the last time that I posted a
Hi.
video.
Hi.
You say hi? Hi, say wave. Or say wave, wave. There you go. So I just wanted to do a brief video, kind of giving some updates on what's been going on. Christmas was a extremely busy time and stressful time, I think. My sister was in town and we were just kind of going everywhere, and they were over, and by the time we just kind of got done with all the events, I was just done and I wasn't in the mood to do anything else but kind of just rest and go to sleep. New Year's Day, Azariah threw up like around midnight or like 11 o'clock. No, it might have been around 10 o'clock because we were still thinking about going to our next door neighbor's house who was having a New Year's Eve party. But when he threw up, it was just like that put me over the top. I was done. I was like, I'm not doing anything else. Threw up like twice in our bed, and then me and him laid right out over here the whole night long together. It's kind of cute, but and then since then, been making a lot of decisions actually, in kind of how I'm going to be spending my time, and invested a little bit of money into it as well. I started these videos because I started the YouTube channel first off to I don't know, like after Lent last year, last year now, last Lent 2019, I just felt like I should start one just to share the faith and like try to figure out how to share my faith with other people. And then Christmas happened and I was doing it that way, and then it's different every single like month or so. Like it always changes just because my thoughts are evolving, and just the way I want to express myself. Like this way isn't doing it fully, and then I do it another way, and this way isn't doing it fully, and then I do it another way, and this way isn't doing it fully. And how do I incorporate just like little things from each one, or what I like about each one, into just like one video? And that's really hard. Like I have no idea how to, and it's all about like storytelling. How are you telling a story? And that's why I'm working on these videos with, trying not to let it be so uncut, because I want to be able to express myself just like, without pause, or without editing it, or without all the long pauses and everything like that. Also, what I think about is, obviously I have a growing family and we don't plan to stop growing. We're not taking contraceptives or using any kind of birth control or anything. There is a natural family planning method that we know about and have tried, but we're not even doing that at the moment, and we don't really plan on doing any of it. So it's really like we're leaving it all up to God. But in that, it's like, okay, I have my job, and it only pays a certain amount. I claim disability through the VA, and that only pays a certain amount. And it's like I need to go to school in order to get a promotion to something that pays a lot more, that can support more than what we have currently. And growing as well. Like our kids are growing, and I talked to this guy at the gym. He's like, he has four boys, and I was like, what's the hardest part about having four boys? He's like, we went to the grocery store every single like day or every other day. So it's like my family is growing, and like my kids are growing, and it's like the expenses are going to be growing as well. So it's like I have all these things to consider. So I had to ask myself, like, what am I doing now to help me in my future self? So what am I doing now? What am I doing now to help me out later on? So it's not so stressful. So we're not, like hurting for money, or, asking, or, scrounging, or worrying, So I was like, I have to act. I have to do something. And then making all these videos, it's like, I'm not doing it for no reason. I know that because I feel like God put me here for a reason. And so I just decided, like, I did this wedding video for a friend, and because he was getting his vows renewed or marriage blessed. I forgot what it was called. And To be honest, when I looked at it, I thought it was terrible. When I it's funny because when I always do a video, I'm like, oh, this is good, and then I put it out and I'm like, oh, this is crap. Every time, every video. It doesn't matter what video it is. It's always like that. And so, I sent it to him, and they liked it. They said, they liked it. I don't want to say they watch this YouTube channel, so they liked it, but I didn't like it. Just because it's like, I know I could do better than this. And so I was like, well, how do you get better? Obviously. Hey, stop. Don't play, okay, Aziz? Don't play with this. So it's, how do you get better? Well, you learn how to get better. And then I was, watching YouTube videos, whatever. And then I ended up watching this videographer, and he hosts an online videography school called Full-Time Filmmaker. And I was like, let me look into this a little bit more. And so it's literally just a series of, like, he has courses and he breaks them all down, and it's all in video, and it's really cool. And it's like, for me, it's like, that's how I've been learning how to do everything that I've been doing. And it's just like, I can't find myself going to a campus at this moment in my life because all the kids. So I said, heck, like, I talked to Melinda, we agreed, and this is what I'm doing now. Like, I'm going, I guess, to school, in a way, online, to learn film, how to shoot video. And I check. Oh, man. Dude, stuff is expensive. Like, even used stuff. But I guess it helps that it retains its value, because if I ever want to upgrade, but check it. Camera. It's not like anything fancy, but it's a camera. This is like a $1,500 lens, if you can believe that. Believe it, because it is. I didn't pay $1,500 for it, but that's how much it's, like, worth used. No, yeah, worth used. Laptop, Mac. I'm mostly excited about the backpack because it's the only thing I know how to use kind of properly. It took me about an hour to figure out how to download Premiere Pro, which is an editing program, onto the Mac today. I have all this equipment, and I've ordered a whole lot of equipment that I don't know how to use, that I've never used before in my life. But I figure if I don't start learning now how to use this stuff now, then I will be hurting later on when my kids are getting older, when we have more kids, and I have no other way to make up any other type of income. And it's really cool because when I decided to say yes to this whole idea of, like, investment of this time and, like, all this money, like, I ordered, like, about $5,000 worth of stuff. And it's like, all this investment, all this time that's going to be invested, I know that it's going to lead me to somewhere where I need to be later on. And right when I decided to say yes to all this idea came in. The person who runs the Full-Time Filmmaker, he said something like, free to fee. So you do stuff for free, and then later on you charge a fee. And so that was in my head, like, New Year's Day. And I was like, well, what can I do? Like, I need to start learning, and I need to start filming stuff, like, now. I don't want to just, like, film my family at the moment. Like, I want to get to, like, bigger events, like weddings and, things like that. But weddings and commercials, and I don't know. The possibilities are really kind of endless. And it's really how much I put into it is what I'm going to get out of it, which is really what I love the most. It's because I limit myself in this. Where I stop is my choice. And where do I want to be? I want to be freaking tippy top, right? So that day that I said yes to this whole concept, this whole idea, a thought came to me, and it's like, there is this lady at the gym who has a pretty successful, I guess, like dieting program that she does, and she has an Instagram, and she posts like some of her videos, and I've talked it over with her before, and you know, she doesn't like him herself. She doesn't like being behind the camera. She doesn't like posting her videos. She says when she films herself, she hates it, and she looks at it and she's like, this is crap. And I was like, this thought, like, I'm buying all this stuff. I was like, let me film you, like, let me set up the scene and let me take care of that. You take care of the content, and I'll just film you, and we'll create something better than what you have. Like, it's not gonna be good at first, but like together it can just become more than what it is now. And that's how I decided, like, that's how I'm gonna learn how to do all this stuff. Like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to like try out, like, and just make mistakes, because it's better than what she has currently at the moment, or it will be better than what she has currently at the moment, hopefully. But I mean, why not, right? This is the first time where I've like taken a step in a direction where like just the possibilities are literally endless. And it just makes me think about the time. The money is like nothing. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000. It doesn't really matter. It's the time that you put in, the time that I put in to get to this point in my life. Started with me laying down here, sitting down here, reading the scriptures every single day. It just amazes me. Like, literally, I don't know. Like, once I started getting into my faith, it's progressed to this point in my life, to this moment, to where like I'm finally like tapping into this creative part of myself that I've never ever been aware of. And it amazes me to know that I have this reservoir full of creativity that's never been tapped into, and now all I want to do is use it. Anyways, John fell over. So I gotta go, guys. Love you much. Peace. See you next time.